Hey everyone, it's Martin here. Are you ready to get bigger shoulders and arms in 2026? Because if you are, I have the perfect routine for you to build dense muscle and strength in your triceps, biceps and all three heads of your shoulders. And the best thing about this routine is you can do it entirely from home, just using a pair of dumbbells and your own body weight, avoiding the time and hassle of going to a busy January gym. With each exercise being performed 45 seconds with a 15-second rest afterwards, both time under tension and progressive overload to stimulate the max amount of muscle fibers, leading to hypertrophy or growth in the fastest amount of time. So grab yourselves a pair of dumbbells or two heavy objects such as two water bottles if you don't have them, and let's begin with the first exercise. So grabbing your two dumbbells off the floor, going to raise them to shoulder height and you lift them up so they touch in the middle over your head. Lower them down under control, press them up so they touch overhead again. Make sure to really control the negative descent on each repetition to get maximum time under tension. Almost there now, just 10 seconds left to go. Don't forget to breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. So when targeting their shoulders, many people make the mistake of just doing an overhead press. When to get complete shoulder development, you also need to include an exercise where you're bringing your arms out to the side, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. The following exercise is going to be side deltoid raises. So once again, grab your two dumbbells. This time leaning slightly forward from the waist. Going to bring out the dumbbells to both sides, holding for a very brief pause at the top of the movement before lowering them again, fully under control. Really try to concentrate on feeling that contraction on the lateral or side head of the deltoids with each rep, and don't just go through the motions. Remember, if this becomes too challenging, you can always switch to using a lighter pair of dumbbells halfway through. Final rep, really squeeze it out, and we'll place our dumbbells back down on the floor. So when carrying out a routine for shoulders and arms, a lot of people think that push-ups only work for chest, and so they miss out on a very good exercise that builds enormous amounts of muscle and strength in the front of the delts and the triceps as well. This is why I've included push-ups as the next exercise in this workout. So getting ourselves down in the push-up position, core nice and tight, ankles flexed. Going to lower ourselves all the way down to the floor, making sure our chin touches the ground with each repetition, and then locking all the way out, full extension with each rep. Remember, it's not important how many reps you do, but how well you do each rep. So make sure every repetition counts. Almost there now, just 10 seconds left to go. And let's really squeeze out those final 2 reps and get ourselves back up again. So it's important when doing any routine for the shoulders, not only to hit the front and the side delts, but also to hit the rear or anterior head of the delts as well. Which is why the next exercise is going to be rear dumbbell raises. Going to grab our dumbbells again. So this time we're going to bend forward from the waist, keeping our backs nice and flat, raising the dumbbells out to the side. We're going to really feel that contraction in the posterior or rear head of the deltoids. Try to pause for a brief moment at the top of each repetition to really feel that burn, progressive overload and muscle hypertrophy. Final 3 reps of this exercise. And really squeeze that final rep out before placing the dumbbells back down. So you should really be feeling that burn your entire shoulders by now. Next exercise is going to target the triceps, beginning with the long head, which is going to be overhead dumbbell tricep extensions. So let's grab our dumbbells again. And this time we're going to pick them up, hold them directly overhead, and then we're going to lower our arms down, keeping our elbows as close to the sides of our head as possible, and then locking them out for a full extension at the top of the movement. Almost halfway there now. Don't forget to lower slowly with each negative. The slow descent is just as important for muscle hypertrophy as the lockout is. The final 2 reps. And final rep all the way down, and then push them back up, and we'll place them back down on the floor again. So when trying to get the triceps to grow, it's important to include an exercise that targets not only the long heads, but also the medial and lateral heads of the triceps as well. And the following exercise is going to do this. It's going to be lying tricep extensions. So we're going to lie down, knees bent, and grab the dumbbells. Keeping our knees steady, raise them up overhead, and then we're going to lower them as slowly as possible down to touch the floor, and then lock our arms straight back up again. Try to keep your arms at an angle, pointing back slightly throughout the motion. This will help to keep the tension all 3 heads of the triceps, building maximum muscle growth and density. Don't forget, if you start to find this too challenging halfway through, you can always switch to lighter dumbbells. Final 2 reps. And final rep, descend slowly on the negative and lock all the way back up again. And we'll place our dumbbells back down and we'll get ourselves back up. So moving on to target the biceps now, we're going to begin by hitting the inner or long head of the bicep with standing bicep curls. Grabbing our 2 dumbbells off the floor, going to start the movement with them facing inwards and supinating our wrists so the dumbbells face outwards at the top of each repetition. Really try to feel that contraction of the biceps all the way throughout the curling motion and all the way on the negative back down again. By curling our arms outwards as we raise the dumbbells and inwards we lower them back down, really helps to develop the muscle density and thickness throughout the bicep muscle. And really squeeze that final rep out, lower them slowly back down, and we'll place them back down on the floor again. So many people think it's enough just to do bicep curls, but it's important when developing muscle density and growth in the entire bicep to include an exercise that targets the short head as well. And for this, we're going to be doing standing hammer curls. So as soon as you're ready, grab your dumbbells again and let's go for it. So grabbing our 2 dumbbells, starting in the same position as the last exercise. This time we're going to curl them directly up in a straight line and lower them slowly all the way down with each negative. This exercise will really help give your bicep a nice full appearance by developing a short head or brachiae muscle just underneath the biceps. Just 10 seconds left to go. Don't forget to control the negative with each repetition. And final rep, lower slowly all the way down. We'll place them back down on the floor. So when working out at home, many people forget to include an exercise that targets the traps. This is the muscle that runs down from the sides of the neck all the way to the middle of the upper back. And for this, we're going to be doing dumbbell upright rows to really help to make the arms look bigger as well. Again, we're going to grab our dumbbells off the floor, hold them in front of us, going to raise them up as high as possible, all the way to under our chin, and then lower them slowly on the descent. This exercise really helps develop the upper traps as well as the anterior or front head of the shoulders as well. Over halfway there with this exercise, just one more to go after this. But it's not important how many reps you do, but how well you do each rep to make them count. And final rep, and we'll place the dumbbells back down again. So we've just got one final exercise left to go and this routine is completed. Because we've done an exercise for the upper traps, it's important to also include an exercise for the middle traps to ensure correct postural alignment, and this is going to be seated middle trap shrugs. So sitting down on the floor, legs straight out in front, hands behind us. We're going to lift ourselves up off the ground, hold for a few seconds, and then lower ourselves back down again. Really feel that contraction in the middle traps. For a beginner and you find this too challenging, you can always do it with bent knees or switch to doing it with bent knees halfway through. It's 15 seconds left to go. Last exercise. Let's give this all we've got. Final 2 reps. Push up with our hands, hold, and back down. And final rep, really squeeze that out. And we'll get ourselves back up again. And workout completed. So there we are, an absolutely fantastic workout you can do completely from home. This hit not only all 3 heads of the shoulders, but also both heads of the biceps, all 3 heads of the triceps, and also the trapezius as well. And because we've included such a wide variety of exercises, hitting each muscle from every angle, it's guaranteed to give you the best possible results in the fastest possible time. And don't forget, if you're more advanced, you can always use a larger pair of dumbbells, or you can do the entire routine 2 to 3 times. And if you don't yet have a pair of dumbbells, I'd highly recommend you purchase some. So I've included some recommendations down below for the very best dumbbells available that I use myself. And if you've enjoyed this workout, there's also a link below where you can buy me a coffee and help support me to continue to bring the very best fitness content to you. And if you've put on weight over Christmas, or you just want to melt away some of that unwanted body fat without spending hours on the treadmill in a crowded gym, then don't forget to view my Get Shredding 15 Minutes Fun Challenge that you've a link to here. Hit that like and subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I'll see you all over there now.